Welcome to the source of knowledge and wisdom, the gentleman use. And since our correspondent Carolina is not back yet, we are on our way to the Expo to report live for you again. This year's Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2950 ends today with the winners of the Ship Showdown. And that means the proud owners of a Carrack, a Valkyrie, the Eclipse or a Cutlass Black get a little extra. The current best in show skins for these ships. Should they be in your hangar? For loaners, for ships that you get on loan for a purchased concept ship or even for in-game purchased ships, you will unfortunately not get these best in show skins, which are in this fancy white and gold applications. This year's best in show skin are definitely something special, and the cockpit coloring is also in gold and yellow. Also a Cutlass Black, which has now become a Cutlass White, is a real eye-catcher. I like the Carrack best because the gun turrets are also white and the coloring fits very well. However, for owners of the Exploration version, which has a white skin by default, there is not much different in color, only the red stripe is missing. The Valkyrie has the best look tough. Here the coloring is very well done, even if some might say that is the new Adidas Valkyrie now. And even if the Eclipse in white really looks good, it is and remains a stealth bomber, and a white stealth bomber in the black space? Well, I'll leave that to you. Maybe a red flashlight would be suitable. And by the way, we will get these skins automatically after the end of the event. But let's have a look at what else is on display. On the lower floor we can see a variety of armor and undersuits. Here we are limited to two color variants, that means the white snow variant and the desert variant. But there is almost every armor available to look at and to buy. So we save some trips and stops on other stations and planets. We can go in-game shopping to our heart's content. Concerning the prices, these are the standard prices, so you don't do anything wrong when you buy directly at the Expo. Many of the armors are old acquaintances, but there are also some new releases, like a new camouflage pattern, which we will get in these two colors, at least at the Expo. At other stations there are more color variations. But not only armors in the categories light, medium or heavy we can take with us at the Expo, but also weapons. And I mean a lot of weapons. And here we have a relatively large selection. That means from special equipment like rocket launchers and grenade launchers, over railguns to shotguns, machine guns, SMGs and pistols. We have a wide range where we can let off stream to our heart's content. Also here the prices are the normal standard prices, and we don't pay an Expo surcharge here. But there is still a small deficit. Unfortunately, we don't get ammunition here. That means we have a standard magazine for every weapon, which is already included in the weapon itself. But if you want more, we need some tools like the Universal Item Finder or SC Travel Helper, with which we can see which magazines we can buy at which station. My recommendations in the weapon sections are the bearing rifles, that means the new shotgun and the new grenade launcher, as well as my favorite rifle, the Gellant Energy Rifle. Here you have a 60 shot magazine, and as an energy weapon it does very good damage, has a very good range and is definitely very well suited for any PvE mission actually. But what shoes are for women, weapons are for real men in the verse. You can never have enough of them, so stock up on everything. It doesn't matter if we need them at some point or not. The main thing is that we have them with us. The second semi-color expedition area, we have the counterparts of the snow armor again, namely the desert and sand colored ones. These actually made quite a good impression optically, and especially the darker versions were at last new to me. I definitely got myself one or the other armor, because there is always a combination possibility. If you want to buy the undersuits on display, they are sometimes hard to get, because it is no terminal and we have to walk back and forth a bit. Of course, you can also try on the armor and check if the new outfits fit our hair. A highlight would have been, of course, if we really got all the armors together on one point, to several showrooms with all armor variants, and even if new releases would have been marked accordingly, so we really have to check which is new and where can I get it from elsewhere in the other NOx-inhibited colors. And this armor variant has always been my personal favorite. Now I have this helmet and this armor in this brown or desert design again. In any case, my armor recommendation for the Expo. But let's come to the currently most important point. Until the December 2, we can rent every ship that has been sold at the moment for free. There are no restrictions, that means you can rent every ship and fly for 2 days for free. This opens up completely new possibilities for cargo trade or rock mining. And what would an Expo be without a new big announcement? The RSI Perseus is a new concept, and of course we found out exclusive secret information, but let's see what Whitley has to say about it.
RSI is at it again. The elder statesman of the industry continues to inspire. Now we're all familiar with their fleet, rugged land crawlers, medium-sized explorers, and dedicated peacemakers. But this year's convention floor is bristling with interest at the mysterious gunship they currently have in development. Now I, being me, was able to get some FaceTime with the work-in-progress ship where our camera crew was unfortunately not allowed in. Fortunately though, Jimmy is a great artist. The ship is, in a word, impressive. And don't just take Jimmy's drawing's word for it. One of the RSI bigwigs showing me the ship was a huge fan, of course. And once the official tour was over, he let me sit in the turret, where I was able to capture this super unauthorized, don't tell my bosses about it, double secret exclusive footage with my Moby glass.
The ring of the Lord of the Marsh, the pearl ring of Calabos, here, on the claw hand of Calabos himself. The ring. A gift from his mother, the goddess Thetis. Is that the answer? Is that the answer? Tell me!
Yes!
And just between you and me, the word Perseus was stamped on, well, everything. So there you have it, folks. Whitley's Guide, bringing you so many exclusive reveals, we can't even keep track of the lawsuits.
And don't worry, the Perseus, or Perseus with a German accent, is not a blonde curly-haired boy, but a real battleship. The Perseus, it is classified as a sub-capital destroyer, meaning ships the size of a hammerhead and others of this category are exactly the target for the Perseus. But also bigger ships like a Polaris or even stick up to a Javelin are targets for a Perseus. Of course, not alone. Here she would be one a lost cause, but since you rarely travel alone with such a ship, but in a team, the Perseus is indispensable for every smaller fleet and the most powerful ship in this category. After the slightly smaller Hammerhead, against fighters and bombers is just the right opponent, the Perseus pushed the open gap, before we then advance into the category of the big fighters, such as the Javelin or Polaris, the battleships. A danger is the Perseus with its double armament that is 2 size 7 cannons and 2 towers of it clearly represents. In addition, there are 20 torpedoes of size 5 and thus we have in any case enough firepower to really dedicate damage. And here we are not like a Polaris mainly dependent on torpedoes. With a cargo capacity of about 50 SU and the capacity to carry a Ursa rover or a similar vehicle, a maximum crew of size, the Perseus is playable even for smaller groups, since we already have the main combat potential with 1 pilot and 2 main gunners. With a length of 100 meters and a width of 50 meters, a height of 21 and a SEM speed of about 92 meters per second, the Perseus has very good values to compete against ships of the category large and to fight them effectively. The ship components are available in size large, and to take a look at the Greek mythology, where the name of Perseus comes from, we are quickly told the function of the ship. Perseus hunted down much bigger monsters here.
Ready to take this thing for a whirl, Junior? Couldn't have put it better myself.
I hope you enjoyed the video and you'll leave me a like and a subscribe here. This year's Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is over, and it was a great event like every year. New ships, new sails, and definitely one or two surprises were there. The RSI Perseus is the new concept ship, which means that besides the Nomad or Star Runner, something completely new was presented. Not too big, not too small, for my circumstances, just right. And when we will see the ship in action? Well, you know, in Star Citizen everything takes a little longer. And always, I would be interested in your opinions about the Expo, the new ships, the Perseus, what is good and what was bad in the Expo time. Let me know. I will answer your comments gladly. And for the last day, the last giveaway for November is still running, the Tavern War uniform in white and Cyberpunk 2077, so you should hurry up. In the description you find the details. And of course there is already a new giveaway, what is here will be relevated in the next video. And last but not least, if you missed something in the sale, check out Star Hangar. Here you can shop easily and safely all year around. And don't forget, all Patreons and channel members, thank you very much for your support. Without you the whole thing wouldn't be possible in this form. You guys definitely rock. And on my own behalf, Tuesdays and Saturdays, 7 PM to 10 PM German time, you can find me on Twitch in the stream. Not only Star Citizen, but in the future also with Cyberpunk 2077. Another highlight of the game history. I say goodbye until soon and as always, see you in the verse.